Okay, I ran into a little bit of an issue and discussions with the placement of the backrest of the 26 Ford Touring I'm working on. And so the issue is that, first of all, if you look at the Ford wood diagram, this piece of wood here, this brace, is in the diagram. However, when you order the wood from Ford Wood, all you get is these three pieces and this bottom piece here, and that's it. And I called them and asked the question, and they said that the original Ford plans never had this. However, you could add it, and if I wanted it, they would send it to me. So what I did is I just went down to Lowe's and bought a piece. And then I ran into an issue with this bottom piece of wood. This bottom piece is where the upholstery is supposed to be tacked to. And you can see that there's a piece of metal here that goes this way, and then it kind of goes up in the back here. And that's what this piece of wood gets bolted to. And if I put this in front of the wood, I run into an issue where the upholstery will be kind of lumpy here, which we don't want. And that was pointed out to me by one of the folks on the forum. I think it was Scott, which I agree with. If I put it behind the wood, then I get a gap in between this piece of wood and the piece of metal that's already here. So what he suggested I do is take this and actually put it, and I'll turn it around here because it's kind of in backwards, put it in behind the wood like this and bolt it into the piece of metal that, or bolt it through the metal and through the wood. And what that does is it actually makes it so that the top is beveled and with the seat cushion up there. The bottom, I can actually put the bolts through and I can upholster it. And the brace is in the back. The other thing the brace does is once this is mounted in here, you can see that it actually holds up against this piece of metal right here. I'll show you on the other side too. And that provides a whole lot of support. So I think that's the way I'm going to go, even though technically, if you look at the Ford wood diagram, it shows this piece in front of these, but it doesn't tell you to put it behind that piece of metal. So I'm going to go ahead and do that. I think that'll work best. And then of course these top pieces here will ultimately get attached to the plastic wood that I'm going to use here. I'm using that kind of wood that you can actually bend with a heat gun, and I'm going to go ahead and attach it there. So the only problem that I see with this is I'm going to have to drill holes in this piece of metal here for these three pieces of wood. So that's the only issue that I see. I did see also a place, if I put the wood in front, I saw a place in the back where the metal was dented on all three sides, where clearly somebody put a nut and bolt in and tried to compress it and ended up denting the metal. So that's the way I'm going to go. Hopefully it'll go okay. I'll be able to hang the seat springs off of the wood here with some nylon straps, and that way it'll keep it in place. And then I should be ready for the upholstery. So that's my solution, and I hope it works. Thanks for watching.